struggles. So we leave it to our resident, our world traveling expert, the woman who has been to over 60 countries, 300 cities. You know, you might know her best when she hosted on the Travel Channel, but right now she's got a new PBS travel series called Places to Love. But what we love so much about Samantha Brown is that here at HSN, Samantha, you have sold over 1 million pieces of your luggage in the last 7 years. That's not a whole lot of time to sell over 1 million pieces. And it's our highest rated luggage series here at the network. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you so much. It really is an amazing number.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm most proud of, though, are those ratings and reviews. Because for me, that really says that not only do you love the luggage, but you also trust it. And so I take that trust. And just like you, Valerie, when I'm in an airport, and let me tell you, since January, I've been on 26 flights, through 51 airports, and I've checked in and out of 25 hotels. And what I'm doing the entire time is I'm seeing where's the most challenging points of travel, stuff that you talked to me about in your reviews as well. And then I design luggage with features that solve that challenge. So this is my ultra lightweight. That's one of the biggest challenges of travel, just heavy luggage. You're seeing my ultra lightweight luggage set. It's a 5-piece set you are seeing that is being offered today. You've got the 3-piece packing cubes, which help eliminate suitcase chaos. They're done in my ultra lightweight microfiber. And then we get the personal handbag as well. And that personal handbag, if you turn around, Valerie, actually nests. It connects to the 21-inch carry-on. So all of this can be packed together and everything can be moved with the ease of one hand. But this bag, can we just talk about it? This bag is only 6 pounds unpacked. Unbelievable. Do you know what 6 pounds, a Chihuahua is 6 pounds, but it has all the great features. Now, when I talk about really designing a bag with features that make travel easier, the biggest challenge you've told me about is getting through the airport and going through the security line. That is where the stress happens.
Stress and anxiety.
Stress and anxiety. You see how long that line is, and all of a sudden your shoulders go up and you start to sweat, and that's when you can't find things. You can't find things like, where's my boarding pass? Okay, all right, where did I put my wallet? Do you have my boarding pass? So right here, ladies, I have what I call my peace of mind pocket. All right, I've made this intentionally small right here on the back so that it can only fit small things like a passport, your license, ID, or a boarding pass, those most valuable travel documents, so that when you're going through security, right, you're not fumbling and searching and stressing out. You walk up, and when the TSA agent asks for your credentials, you just in one zip hand them over, and then they give them back, and then they go right back in there. You're not struggling to put them in your back pocket or to put them in your coat. They're gonna take off, and then your license falls out of the coat. It's right here. It's also RFID blocking, too. So it protects your credit card and your personal financial information from being stolen in what's known as electronic pickpocketing. So we love that peace of mind pocket based on the reviews. This is one of your favorite features of the bag. Right now, I started selling this bag last month. It already has over 400 reviews. I know. A 4.4 star. People love this.
4.4 star customer pick. Let's go over the colors because we're down to 4 choices. So we do have it in the beautiful black, but we're down to our final 300. So if black is kind of your signature look and that's what you like, you've got that beautiful gold tone hardware, which I love.
Yeah, right. It really sparkles, doesn't it? It's a little sharp.
It does. It's very sleek and sophisticated. Then we actually have this one, which we're calling, is this the royal blue?
That's the, that's the royal blue.
Royal blue. This has nice, deep cobalt saturation to it. I love that pop of blue. Remember, everyone's getting a 5-piece collection set. Then we have it in the dusty rose. I love this one
gorgeous?
too.
Yeah, it's a very vintage
choose?
color. It's a really nice vintage color, that rose.
Really pretty. And then finally, we have it in the koi orange. This just screams tropical vacation, world traveler, someone who really loves to be noticed, someone who understands that you want it all to be functional, but you also want to look good traveling through the airport. This is a huge customer pick. Read the reviews. We've been sending the reviews through the bottom of your screen. Today, we have it on 4 flexible payments, so it only makes it $34.99 to get it home. Okay, let's dive in.
So here we go. We're inside the bag now. Every single one of these bags comes with a clear plastic zipper top pouch. This is the type of bag that TSA wants to see your liquids go in as they go through security. It just snaps in and out of the bag. You can use it for liquids, take it out of the bag, or just use it for more organization, keep it snapped in. On either side, mesh pockets. I love how they're flush to the side of the bag. So that means anything you put in there, like your undergarments, your hosiery, shapewear, is gonna be kind of compressed to the side. It's not gonna take up any room in your bag. That's what we want. We want to compress our things to the side. We've got luggage straps to tie things down. Luggage straps do an amazing job of keeping your things in place as well as allowing you to pack pack even more. Then on the lid, I've got 2 shoe pockets as well as a mesh pocket up top. We love shoe pockets because this is actually reviews that I kept reading again and again. You wanted shoe pockets because the shoes get dirty and you don't want them to be mixed with your nice things in your bag. So that is the inside of the bag. And then I'm going to show you now just how we pack up the bag with your 3-piece packing cubes that are sold separately, but they come with your bag, so you don't have to worry about that. Look at that. It just fills the space. What's great about these packing cubes is that you can see exactly what you've packed and what you have forgotten to pack, right? And this is how I pack it up. So these are all my big pants, my jeans and slacks, that sort of thing. And once I get to my hotel or my cruise cabin or my best friend's home, I don't unpack the jeans. I actually just take this entire unit and put it into the drawer of the hotel, of the cruise cabin, of your best friend's home. So you're skipping one whole step and eliminating that stress that goes with like forgetting something or something falling down. This medium-sized cube, look again, these are all my tops. So it's amazing what you can pack. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tops in here. So these cubes do a huge job of actually allowing you to pack more in a very small space, which is the carry-on that the airlines allow us to pack. Then you've got the 3rd cube here, and you even have more space if you want to pack just a few more things. So again, there's your 3 cubes fitting perfectly into the bag, and then there's even more organization in the front of the bag. So the front of the bag is where I put things that I want accessible during my travels, but I don't want to open up my main compartment of my bag to get. So in my shallow pocket, I've got things like, you know, my phone charger, right? You know, you're always looking to charge your phone, especially at an airport, right? Because you got to make that call, make sure someone's picking you up on the other side. So there's your phone charger. And then the bigger pocket is perfect for like a sweater or another pair of shoes, like a flat pair as you're going through the airport.
Socks.
Or just socks. It gets cold on your ankles.
My feet get cold on airplanes.
That's such a good point. You know, they keep the airplanes at 67 degrees.
Stop, really?
Yeah, so that's early spring. So just think about that. But then there's this really wonderful pocket here, totally hidden on the side, plastic lined so you can stash like an umbrella or even a wet bathing suit. Just think about all the trips you've taken where you could have gotten in one more swim in that beautiful ocean or one more dive into that gorgeous pool, but you're like, I have to get to the airport and I don't want a wet bathing suit in my bag. So again, all these features are put together to take away all that stress that you think about, that you worry about when you travel. You've got 360-degree spinner wheels, and look at that. There are 8 wheels. It's a dual wheel system, and that just gives you that gliding on air feel. And you know, the wheels of a bag take the weight of a bag. They also distribute it so it doesn't tip over.
Right.
That's what they're there for.
It's balanced.
As well as these wheels go over everything from not just the smoothness of an airport floor, but also the carpet. Cobblestones.
I was going to ask you, I just had a friend, she's traveling all over. She's got like in Israel, she's been going everywhere. Every time I see her, she's like this with her bag. And I'm like, girlfriend, you got to get good luggage.
You got to get good luggage. You got to get the 360-degree spinner wheels. And why she's like that is more and more people are now renting apartments when we travel, right? So this is you. I'm going to show you, right? So if you're like this, so you're not just checking into a hotel with an awaiting bellman, going into a nice elevator. You're searching for that Airbnb that you rented, right? And it's pouring down rain and you're going up and down the street going, I know it's here, no. And then finally you get there and what do you have to do? You have to pick the bag up, right? Well, there's 2 handles here and you have to walk up a flight of stairs. And we're all doing that because we're saving a lot of money. So travel has changed. The traveler has become a lot more self-reliant. You're doing things yourself. You're booking your own travel. You're getting there yourself. You're booking apartments and you need your luggage to work with you even when the conditions are not perfect. So this is why people love this bag. This is why it enjoys the great reviews that it does, because it's ultra lightweight, 6 pounds. This is 2 pounds. You've got 2 pieces that weigh under 8 pounds. Amazing. It's incredible. It comes with those 3-piece packing cubes.
Yeah, so it's a 5-piece collection set. You are good to go. If you guys have any questions for Samantha, we are live streaming on HSN's Facebook page. You can ask her questions. I will facilitate those for you. So maybe you're traveling this summer. Who is this good for? Who is like the person that needs this? Is this like a day traveler, a weekend traveler?
I mean, it's really anyone, especially weekend to 2 weeks, because you can easily pack 2 weeks in a bag. But I'm going to bring over this electric blue because you talk about the right traveler. This is the color that my mom, Elsie May, uses. Yeah. And my mom allows me to have the career that I have where I'm gone so much. My mom gets on a bus from Maine, the state of Maine, takes it to the Port Authority in New York City. It's not a very nice place. rolls it through the Port Authority, hails a cab on 9th Avenue, takes that cab to Brooklyn, New York so she can take care of my kids. And this is the color that she uses, and she says she loves this color because it gets her noticed. And that's a fear of a lot of women as they get older. All of a sudden you feel invisible. You feel like no one's looking out for you. And there's a lot of solo female travelers out there. So this bag, it's lightweight, so she feels like she can do it herself, but there's always someone to say, that's a great bag. Hey, do you need help? And she loves that. So this is a perfect color. It's the good intent. Yeah,
it's good attention. It's not the attention of someone looking and feeling bad for you because you're falling over.
No,
this looks chic,
not
it looks
at all.
stylish. You can use the pieces separately. Remember, you're getting the bag and the 21-inch upright, plus you're getting the 3 packing cubes, which are a huge customer pick, all on their own. Today, we're doing a special price. We've taken $40 off and 4 flexible payments, $34.99. You're seeing the dusty rose kind of off there in the corner. I love this dusty rose. If anyone's a lover of pink or you know, florals or anything, this is a beautiful one. And then this koi orange, again, kind of like your mom. If you want to be noticed, this is definitely the way to go. If you own Samantha Brown's luggage, we don't have a whole lot of time, but definitely use the HSN app to go on and be social with us and ask any questions. And I love that you can just use the tote bag, kind of your everyday purse.
Absolutely. You've got these extra long drop croco handle, so it goes over everything from a nice blazer to a thick winter jacket. Oh, we don't want to think about winter, I know, we don't, but it's right there, it goes over easy. You've got great organization in the front of the bag. This pocket is perfect for your wallet or your liquids as they go through security, so you have them right there at the top. There's even a special dedicated pocket for your cell phone. So your wallet and your cell phone are 2 things that women want at a moment's notice, and we don't want to go deep diving into our bag to find. They're right here at the top. Of course, you've got my peace of mind pocket. The bag also comes with a luggage strap that just clasps in and out. So if you want to use it for travel and you've got to run to make your connecting flight, you sling it over and then you've got this bag and you are just running. That's what I do a lot. Great room on the inside. It has a zippered compartment here. When I first did this bag, Valerie, I made it open, an open tote. Oh, did she not like that? And I heard from you. You're like, you have to zipper it up because it needs to be secure. You are absolutely right. So what I did is I put a zipper there, but I designed the zipper so that when you kept it open, you could still have that open tote feel, which is what I do enjoy. It's got a security pocket and a ton of space as well as more organization. So this is a great
in there as well, because if you throw like a bottle of water or something in there, you know, you're not only can you see everything, but you're not worried about anything spilling or getting messy or whatever.
Luggage first.
And Samantha and I are not big people, right? So if you're tiny, this isn't going to be overwhelming. Exactly. How much does the upright weigh again?
6 pounds. Unbelievable. And that puts it in the ultra lightweight category. So lightweight starts from like 10 pounds down to 7, and then anything under 7 pounds to 4 becomes ultra lightweight. You don't want a 4-pound bag. That means you have 0 features.
Absolutely.
So I've been able to give you that ultra lightweight feel, that ultra lightweight experience, but still give you all the pro travel features that I'm known for.
The thing is you at home, you're getting the benefits of Samantha, who's literally for decades been traveling around the world, figuring out what do you really need. And this is what you need, especially if you're someone that likes to not check your luggage, right? This is what you need to just go on the airplane with you, because everything you're seeing here, you can take on the airplane with you, correct?
Absolutely. Well, here I put some liquids in.
Sure.
So you don't want to put the big liquids in, but absolutely everything is specifically designed to meet the size requirements of the strictest airlines. That's United, Delta, Alaskan, and one more, American. Now, Southwest, there's a great still. So it fits in that dreaded size bin, and it fits in the overhead bin as well. So now you've got proof. Now listen, if you fly Southwest, well, they allow you to have a larger bag. So a lot of people feel like it's a TSA rule, the size of your bag. It's not, it's an airline rule. So here, you can actually expand this. It's hard to see in the black, but you can expand it another 2 inches for about 20% more space. And this can be your carry-on if you fly Southwest. If you don't, you need to unexpand it, bring it back.
So that answers Carol's question. Yes, this can be carry-on. And then Susan said, I've bought 2 sets of your luggage, great luggage. She says, thank you so much, Samantha. So thank you, Susan. And then Rose says she loves her set. She got the purple, makes traveling so much easier. And then let's see, Carol says she bought the rose when it premiered. She wants to tell you how beautiful it is.
Oh, lovely.
And she wants to make sure everybody else knows that it's not like a baby pink. It's like a nice, I mean, it's a vintage. It's a vintage.
Yeah, I call it a vintage pink. Yeah, it's like 1940s pink. So great. Again, you get it's a 5-piece travel set.
Yep.
great organization in the front. The pockets, every piece of luggage I had this massive pocket in the front, and I finally found out later that luggage manufacturers were designing for men, and that big pocket was for men's loafers. Well, that's one thing I don't need in my life, is a pocket for men's loafers. So this is for us ladies. So I've got a large pocket that gives you space for another sweater or a change of shoes, because we get cold, we want to be comfortable when we travel. And then this small pocket is for those little things like your phone charger that go to the bottom of your bag, and then you start to stress out because you don't know where your charger is, and that's when the stress happens and you're on the airport floor opening up your luggage. I don't want you on the airport floor. So then there's also, you've got this hidden pocket here on the side. This is so fabulous, which is plastic lined. So you can put a wet umbrella in here, a wet bathing suit. You can finally take that last swim before you have to check out of your hotel to get to the airport and not worry about a wet bathing suit being in your luggage for 8 hours. We've all opened up a luggage when we've had that. It's just musty.
Yes.
And you've got to like sanitize all your clothes.
Everything else is contaminated.
Yes, everything else is just, and then I'm going to open it up because you're seeing 2 pieces.
One last time, because you're getting a 5-piece set. So the tote, the upright, and then 3 of her infamous customer pick packing cubes that nests perfectly into this upright. Remember, it's a 21-inch upright, so it is carry-on size, perfect. And we do have more packing cubes available, because I feel like you can never get enough